hello everyone, and welcome to the Boss Life Online. All right, now I am Gio, and I am the content creator for the Boss Life Online. On this channel, you will find a lot of business ideas, boss up motivation, motivation lives, and just anything about motivation that I want to do. Okay. All right, my home business, my main home business is CTFO. It is a brand new business. It's been around for a little while, but they keep upping and making new products and everything like that. Our newest product is Sleep All Night if you're having a problem with sleeping. Okay. The link for that is just down below. It's free to join. You don't have to have a credit card or anything like that. My next home business is Paparazzi, and it's a jewelry uh, home business. As you see, what I have on today is from Paparazzi. Okay. It's not expensive at all, but I just love their jewelry. Their jewelry is like $5. But this is a little bit more. It was $25, but it is well worth it. Now, if you want to get this on wholesale and get it for $16, all you have to do is become a team member on my team. If you want to know more about it, just hit me up in the comments and leave me your Instagram or Facebook, and I will tell you how to become a team member. Okay. Let me go to the chat and see who's all in here. My topic is do you know how to change your life? Okay. But first, before I get started, I just want to go to the chat to see who's all in here. Okay, we have Jaden. Hey, Jaden, how are you? Wellness with Frugal Mama is in the house. Marlene Motivates is in the house. Robert Gant is in the house. Melda 242 is in the house. 365 Intentional, yay, is in the chat. How you doing? Let's see. And that's it for right now. But God always provides and always put the people in your lives or in your life uh, to support you. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get started on this topic because I remember, oh my God, I remember when I first started going to see my therapist. And she would say, well, how do you feel about change? How do you feel about this? And I'm like, what is she talking about? I don't know nothing. All I know is something is wrong with Geo, and Geo need to fix it, or somebody need to help me change. Now, change is not easy, but it is something that you're going to have to work on. It is not an overnight thing to change all the habits that we learned 20 years ago or 10 years ago. It takes time to stop doing things in our lives. Okay. So let me get on with this topic. But before I start the topic, I just want to say kudos to Marlene for that wonderful motivational talk she gave about I am good enough. How she let you see, that she's been through something, but Marlene has made it, and God is using her to show you guys that you can make it too. All right, let me just check something. All right, now let's get started. But thank you so much, Marlene, for that. That really touched my spirit and my heart. So, how to change your life? Do you know how? Let's get started. I'm going to talk about 8 ways to commit to a real lasting change in your life. Now, I got this article from the internet, and it has a lot to do with how Tony Robbins speak. It is posted by the team Tony. So it starts out something like this. What? Don't like your body, your relationship, or you don't like your job? Well, what is the answer to that? Change it. That's right, change it. Right. Marlene is saying, I have made it, and so have you. Yes, we made it. And you guys will hear me say that all the time because it is just that one line is just such a motivator for me. See, because a lot of people don't make it, but we made it, Marlene. You see what I'm saying? We made it. And that is why God is using us to let other people know they can do it too, no matter what the circumstances is. Okay? So I really, really enjoyed your talk. Okay. And hey, Eunice, what's up, Eunice Williams? Good morning. I hope all of this way. Oh, okay. Yes. Good morning to you, Eunice. So let's go ahead and get started. If you don't like something, Tracy, what we do, we change it. We don't go around talking about people, and if you see something somebody else have and you want it, and you don't go around acting like they think they something, which I say that all the time. Yes, yes, yes. But if you want something and you want what somebody else have, all you got to do is go for it and stop telling yourself you can't do it. Change it and say, I can have that. I want that and I can have that. Okay? So now, so often we sit around thinking about how unhappy we are about one thing or another. We wonder, how do I change without putting effort into it? Did y'all hear that? How do I change without putting effort into it? We blame our circumstances or make excuses for why we can't change. At least not right now. Here's a secret. Listen to the secret, everybody. The only person capable of changing your life for the better is you. Okay? The only person that can change your life is you. You are the only person who can go to the gym, talk to your partner, or start your own home business. You are the only person who knows how to change your life. So, why don't you? If you know this, and you know that you need to change, and you need to change some habits, you know that you had a talk with your husband, and your husband is saying to you, when you do this, I feel that, and you don't make, you know that you need to change. If you got a boyfriend or girlfriend, and they keep telling you this, when you do this hurts me. If you go to the job and you're late all the time, and your supervisor is telling you you're late, please don't be late no more, I'm going to have to write you up. You know you need to change. Okay? So why don't you? Why don't you? Well, I'm going to tell you why you don't. Fear. Fear. I have seen this word so many times, heard it so many times in my therapy session, and I'm like, darn, fear is big. Okay, so let's see what fear is all about and what it has to do with us changing our lives and why it stops most of us from changing our lives. Fear comes in many forms, but all of them will limit beliefs. Okay? These are the beliefs you hold about who you are and what you're capable of. And they're the only thing that holds you back from embracing how to change your life. Here's how to overcome your fears and make a decision and fully commit to it no matter what. So, what that is saying is that fear can hold you back. It limits your capability. If you're scared to do something and you telling yourself, I can't do it, I can't do it. What if they laugh at me? I mean, you're putting more and more and more and more fear into your mind. So you'll put so much fear in your mind, you would just not do a darn thing. You just gonna sit there and be jealous and be mad and talk about other people that overcame fear. Okay? You can't just sit up and blame that on other people because they got what you want and you letting fear stop you from getting it. Come on. Once I understood that, Tracy, I started fighting harder. Marlene, I started fighting harder for my life. You will not win today, fear. You need to sit your butt down. And I'm going to tell you something, fear stays with you. You have to have, if you got one negative fear thing that you're saying to yourself, you better have 10 or 15 positive quotes you can say right out the bat, bam, 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 and tell fear to go sit down. Because if you don't, fear is so powerful, it will take over and you'll sit there. Okay? You will sit there. I've done it. That is why I could never finish nothing. Fear of what people gonna think, if they gonna laugh at me. I'm not good enough. Well, today I'm good enough. So let me tell y'all how to overcome fear. Okay? Eliminate, number one says to eliminate self-doubt so you can change your life. Okay? All right, so we got Melda in the chat. Hey, Melda, how you doing? 365 Intentional is saying, speak queen, yes. Marlene is saying, the haters, that's right. My, Keto Granny, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Angela is saying, don't let can't be a part of your vocabulary. That's right, Angela. Everybody is speaking to everybody, so and Melda said, in the name of Jesus, sit down. That's right. That's what I say too, Melda, because see, Jesus is more powerful than that fear if you are a believer or whatever you believe in. So let's get back to how to overcome fear. Number one, eliminate self-doubt so you can change your life. Self-doubt is often a part of our negative internal monologue. Maybe I shouldn't really do this, we think. Maybe it's not a good idea. We asked ourselves over and over again if we should bother lifting weights or eating better. It's not going to work anyway, is it? That's what we tell ourselves. It ain't going to work. Oh, I don't even want to go into the story that somebody told me about Team Bill with Geo, told me it wasn't going to work. What if I'd have listened to their fear? I would have never had Team Bill with Geo. Okay? You've done it before and it didn't work. And everyone has a job they don't like. Failing would be terrible. So you don't even make an effort. Eliminating these negative beliefs and placing them with empowering ones is the first step toward how to change your life. It's the same thing I said. If you got one fear in your head, and it's going to get bigger and bigger, larger and bigger, wider, and all of a sudden it's going to be bigger than this world. You ain't finna to do nothing. Okay, you're not going to do a thing because you didn't let it get too big. You have to have positive thoughts right after the negative one, and you got to have at least 50 of them. Because every time I'm a precious child of God, my Father in heaven is bigger than you. You go sit down. I am a precious child of God. I am good enough. Fear then sit down and Geo finna do what she got to do. Okay, you got to learn how to do that. You got to learn. Hey, Charlene, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Number two, conquer your fear of failure so you can change your life. Fear of failure is another common limiting belief that prevents us from fully committing to our goals. The key to following through when you're committed to change is to fight off your fear of failure. Of course, you're afraid. Any sort of change can be frightening, but if you fail to even make an attempt, then you'll be exactly where you've always been. Oh my God. You might not fail, but you might not fail, but you also won't grow. You won't learn. Shift your mindset to think of failures as learning opportunities, and your whole world will change. Shift your mindset to think of failures as learning opportunities, and your whole world will change. That's what I do. I look at stuff and I say, well, wonder why this didn't work. Maybe I didn't advertise it enough. Maybe I didn't do this. Maybe I look at what is it that I didn't do, and then I start doing the things that I didn't do, and the reasons why I fail is because I didn't do these things. So conquer your fear of failure so you can change your life. Okay? Bring good stuff in your background. Oh, thank you so much, Charlene. All right, let's see what you're saying. Okay, you can always super chat or oh, that's Nightbot. Okay. Yes, we must believe in order to achieve it. Right. Okay. Melvin said Marlene motivate because they would do the same to you. That's right. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Okay, number 1 was eliminate self-doubt so you can change your life. Number 2, conquer your fear of failure so you can change your life. Number 3, model someone who inspires you so you can change your life. Model someone who inspires you so you can change your life. Committing to change is easier when you face it with someone who's been there. Okay? Find someone who has achieved the results that you want. They lost 30 pounds, have their dream career, are truly happy with their lives. They lost 30 pounds and they truly happy with their lives. Okay? Find out what steps this person took to get where they are today. What decisions did they commit to that made them take the first step into the future they wanted? Finding someone who inspires you in this way is called modeling, and it's a great way to determine the steps you need to take to reach your goal. And that's how come I chose the mentors in my life. I've had a mentor. Oh my God. My first mentor told me how to leave my job. And she told me, because I asked her, how did she do it? And she told me that even though I may not like my job, but look at it like this, that job is a stepping stone for you to save $10,000 in the bank, for you to leave your job and go do the job, go do a home business that you really want to do. Okay? I admired her for that. I have lots of mentors that I still admire. Tim is one of my mentors, and we are the best of friends. So get somebody that you know that made it. Okay? Get somebody you know done made it, that they did it, and then you just model them and be like them. Because I'm going to tell you, and watch who you get. Because people be lying. Okay? If they don't have the same story every time they come on live or every time you talk to them and they story doesn't change, they lying. Okay? You don't need them in your life. Get somebody that every time you talk to them, the story don't change. Every time I come on here and tell y'all stuff, my story don't change. I'm going to always go back to tell y'all what my mama said. When I'm in the tunnel and I can't see nothing, call on the name of Jesus. Y'all hear me say that a lot. Y'all hear me talk about my therapist a lot. My story don't change. So get somebody that you know that you can trust to model yourself after, who inspires you. So when you call them and you tell them you feel in a certain way, they can you like them, and they can inspire you to get up out of where you are and keep on going. So be careful who you put in your life. Okay. Number 4, change your patterns so you can change your life. Okay? The answer to how do I change? How do I change? Is always to look within yourself. How do I change? Is always to look within yourself. And I remember asking my therapist that, how change. I don't know how to change. She said, you have all the answers. I'm like, if I had all the answers, lady, I would change, but I ain't tell her that because she probably would have put me out. Because the way I said it in my head, like she was truly dumb. And guess who was the dumb one? Myself. Okay. So I can laugh about it now, but back then, baby, I was like mad half the time because I would have to do things that I wasn't used to. And then I would have to trust her that she knew what she was talking about, the things that I had to do, that it would make me worse. Okay. That was my biggest fear. All right. All right. Now, so let's go head on with change your pattern so you can change your life. The answer to how do I change is to always look within yourself. Every human being, every human being follows patterns in their thoughts and actions. People don't achieve repeated success because they're lucky. They achieve repeated success because they found something that works, a formula, strategy, or tactic, and they adjust these patterns to work for them instead of against them. When you find someone to model, look at their patterns and habits and apply them to your own life. You'll likely find they have a strong morning ritual, leverage the power of proximity, and feed their minds with the right fuel. Okay, so change your patterns. How do I change? You look within yourself for the answers. Okay, because you already know them. You just haven't sit down and really thought about them because the fear don't want you to. Fear don't want you to be successful. But if you got somebody in your life that you know has made it through a lot of hurdles and they still are successful, ask them, how did you change? What is it that you do? Okay. Number 5, write it down so you can change your life. So let me see what y'all saying in here before I go. Charlene, LOL, you that slick mouth. Girl, I wasn't trying to say nothing to my therapist to get kicked out, okay? All right, because I already know I didn't know what I was doing, and I couldn't be successful. And I know that I wanted to. Okay, Melda, roll back the curtains of memories now and then. Work with real people. Yes. Marlene, I told my therapist they knew nothing, and she said, then you can leave. And I said, I'm not leaving. I need you. Turn, Marlene. You was bold. Melda, what a time, Marlene. I know. You know? Okay. It's just been so many things that went down in my therapist's office. And one time she was like, she said something. I said, well, I don't know if I trust you to go that far. She said, all the time we just spent a year together, you don't trust me, and you still here, and you done made some changes. She said, there's the door. I would, oh man, no, ma'am, don't put me out, please, please. That's what I started crying because I knew I had messed up. Okay. And she was right. I had made some changes. I was a mess too. I'm telling you. Number 5, write it down so you can change your life. Okay. What's one small decision you can make now that would take you in the right direction you want to go? What's a big decision that might be really tough, but you made it? It would take you into a new direction in your life. Write these things down. So, what big decisions that you've been kind of like slacking on because you're not sure, and I don't know if it's gonna work? Write those things down and start making plans to see them through. Most of the time, we'll start something, but the thing that we don't do is follow through. You don't follow through because once you did it, oh my God, I've done this. Now I don't know if it's going to work. That's when fear really comes in right after you started. But if you just see it through, you can get rid of that fear and go on about your business. Okay, finish what you started. Thank you, Tracy. Follow through. Yes, keep going. Yes, this they may not happen instantly, but they will probably take time and effort. But writing something down is a powerful way to tell yourself you're going to make something happen. They aren't just words in your mind anymore. They're words on a paper. A list you can look at again and again and again. It's just like this morning. I wrote out exactly what I wanted to do today, what I wanted to accomplish, who I'm going to call. And once I put that on paper, I felt this sense of accomplishment. Like, okay, this is all I'm going to do today. And so I've done two of them, so I crossed that out. Woo, sense of accomplishment. Fear did not stop me from doing all of that. Now I just got to finish out my day. Follow through. If you told somebody you gonna call them, call them. Okay? If you cannot call them or something comes up, text, baby. People love text. Text them and let them know. Okay? Follow through. When you follow through on stuff, it is building up trust for yourself. It is building up confidence. It is building up leadership. How you gonna lead when you can't even follow through? How is God gonna give you all of this big stuff when you don't follow through? If you want people's respect, do what you say you gonna do. Okay, when you are a leader, you do way more than your followers. Okay, because you want people to know who you are, that you're going to do what you say you're going to do, that you want to gain their trust and their respect. I always do way more. Okay, because that's what I really want. I want people to know who I am, that I'm going to be there for you. Let me show you, because I'm going to do everything I said I was going to do. Okay? Number 6. Y'all ready? And that is follow. Number 5 was following through. You follow through to gain confidence in yourself. And then while you're doing that, also the people that you're following through with will gain confidence in you. They will like you and they will follow you. That is just so easy. Now, who told me that? Tim put that in my head. He said, people already like you, Gio. You have a good personality. Now you just have to learn to do what you say you're going to do. And people will follow you. Okay? And I said, well, Tim, how am I going to do that? He said, follow through. Okay? So please remember, follow through on what you say you're going to do. That's how you can change your life and change other people's lives around you. Number 6, okay, commit to massive action so you can change your life. Create the life you want, okay? Yes, go that extra mile. At home with Lisa. Hey, Gio, great points here this morning. Thank you so much, At Home with Lisa. Welcome to the live. Okay, a lot of people tend to make sort of kind of decisions. I'll do this someday. Here's the secret behind why people don't follow through. The reason people don't commit to a decision is they don't act on it. You may have thought that it's the other way around, that you have to commit to a decision before you act on it. But the only way to prove to yourself that you're completely committed to change and are going to follow through is if you push yourself to take the first step, which is the hardest step to take. Commit to massive action. Take the first step. It's just like the other day, Marlene and I was talking, and we was talking about this, the thing that we're getting ready to do. Marlene, myself, and Tracy Lee, we're going to be coming up with a show. And Marlene was saying, we need a song. And I'm like, I said, girl, the first one is on July the 9th. And she said, "Oh, well, we still need a song." And I'm like, "So what? What are you trying to say?" She said, "You need to write one." I was like, "Marlene, that's July the 9th. I'm going to need at least a couple of weeks or something, you know." And she talking about we still need a song. And I'm like, okay. So when I got off the phone, Marlene, I thought about it. And I thought about what we had talked about. I thought about what Tracy Lee's been through. I thought about what I've been through. I thought about what you've been through, uh, Marlene. And I sit there and I wrote the lyrics. Then I thought about what kind of song or what kind of music I want to put with it. So it just came to me what I needed to do. But if I had not taken the first step, my first step was to think about the song. My first step was to think about my friends. Who am I writing about? You know what I'm saying? Then that's when God delivered. Amen. Hallelujah. When I took the first step, that's when He delivered the lyrics to me. Okay? And right after that, I got the tune. I was like, come on, my God, you are bad man. You know? And so I took it and then I sent it to Marlene so that she could hear it and stuff like that. But see, with that, I was committed to massive action. If I had not have done that, if I have not have stopped and thought about it and took the first step to even think about it instead of saying, "Girl, child, I need 2 weeks to do this. I ain't thinking about Marlene. Who she think she is?" You know, telling me I need to write a song by July the 9th. And she don't know how much work that is. What if I said all of that? We would not have no song. Okay? All right. Then you have to be committed to massive action. All right. Number 7. If you want to change your life, take the first step. Take the first step if you want to change your life. We've established that if you get in your head, you're dead. If you let fear up in your head about something you want to do, you might as well be dead because you're never going to do nothing. Okay? The brain is a great tool to strategize with, but there's a point where you have to commit to a decision, act on it, and move yourself forward. When you make a decision, also take some form of action that will move you in the direction you want to go. Sign up for the membership at the gym. Start thinking about what you want your career to look like. Maybe you need to take a class or read a book to start learning new tactics to improve at your job. The smallest changes can lead to big results if you follow through with them. Okay? All right? That's what I'm trying to talk about. Okay? Take the first step to changing your life. What is it you need to change your life? What is, if you want a better job, what is it you need to do to get one? Do you need to go back to school? Do you need to just take a class and learn something, so you can get a better job? Do you need more money? What can you do to find more money? Take that first step and at least go look. And then when you find something and you get excited about it, don't let fear tell you you can't do it. You tell fear to go sit down and then you keep reading about it, you know? And if it's something free and you ain't got to spend your money like my home business, join. That's all I'm going to tell you, okay? And then call me. Follow through, okay? Number 8. Let's move on to number 8. Practice. Okay? Practice is number 8. Committing to constant and never ending improvement. Okay? Practice is will help you change your life. Let me put it like that. It is committing to a constant and never ending improvement. Okay? Every tool, let me just say this TOOL, tool that my therapist gave me to live my life, I practice. No, I can't do that because she said to do it this way. I practice thinking healthy. It may sound funny to y'all, but I practice thinking healthy. I wrote down every tool she told me to say to myself, I'm good enough. I'm a precious child of God. God didn't make no junk. You know, I can do whatever I want to do. I practiced these tools when I didn't even believe them. I have faith. God said you don't have to have faith, but just a little bit, tiny, tiny seed, mustard seed. That's all you need. I practiced that until I believed it. One day I woke up and I really believed I'm a precious child of God. I can do this. I can follow through. You have to practice if you want your life to change. Everything, every time fear tell you you can't, you put 50 positive whatever's in your head. And then you practice. If you keep practicing that, you keep telling yourself what you can do and what you want to be, and you're going to follow through. You're going to go get it. Okay? But if you're not telling yourself this every single day, then sometimes fear will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you won't do nothing. Ask me how I know, because before I went to my therapist, that's one of the reasons I went, is because I couldn't finish anything. And I wanted my own business and I wanted to be successful. My main reason for going to therapy was because I broke at work. God broke me at work and I could not stop crying for 3 hours. I sit in my supervisor's office and she just kept working. And I was over there crying with 3 boxes of tissue until I could breathe and tell my therapist, tell my supervisor what it was, what I was feeling, and why I was crying. And when she found out what it was, hey, Lisa B, welcome in Quantum 3. And when she found out what it was I was crying about, she sent me right to the counselor. Counselor found out more about what it was. And she sent me to a therapist and told me I couldn't come back to work until I had one. And then they paid me for 2 weeks off because of what what I had told the counselor. And, God was just in there. He just worked for me. 2 weeks pay. I didn't have to come to work for it. That's how powerful my God is. Okay. So once I broke at work and I got to the therapist, and then she was telling me, you have to practice, you have to act like. That reminds me of something that Marlene said this morning. She said, fake it till you make it. Okay, I really never understood that when my therapist told me I had to fake it till I make it. I said, well, how do you do that? How do you fake it till you make it? She said, practice. The simple little things, practice. So that's why number 8 is just hit home with me. Practice means committing to constant and never ending improvement. I'm still practicing. I still remember what I'm supposed to do. I still remember every day to get up and thank God he woke me up, and be grateful for everything in my life, because any given moment it can be taken away. Okay. Hey, Boss Lady Denise. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. So let me read about practice. Small changes are the foundation of how to change your life. But true fulfillment comes from continuous personal growth. If you're not growing, you're dying. So instead of achieving just one goal, commit to constant and never ending improvement. Commit to the best you can be in every area of your life. Relationships, family, career, and more. Growth is a journey. It does not happen overnight, y'all. Growth is a journey. And once you begin that journey, you'll never want to stop. When you're committed to change, life starts to look different. Amen. You stop fearing what might happen and instead you embrace it. You stop wondering, how can I change? And instead take massive action. So, what if you fail? At least you learned something. That means you've grown. By shifting the way you approach things and realizing that only you can make a difference in your own life, you'll change the way you think about yourself and the story you're living. Daily action ignites the momentum that creates a lasting change. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, this last part here just touched my heart because this is all the things that I have learned from Beverly. Beverly was my therapist, and she told me practice thinking differently. Practice thinking, telling yourself that I deserve, I'm worthy, I'm good enough, I can change my life. Whatever it is that you want to change about your life, you can do it. You find people in your that have done what it is you want to do, and then you ask them how did they do it. And then you may have to ask 3 or 4 people before you find somebody that you say, now this I can do. Because everybody is not for everybody. Okay? And the way people change may not be the way that you want to change. You see what I'm saying? You may have to talk to my way. You may understand my way, but then when Marlene say how she changed, you say, now I can do that. You know? You have to find people that you can relate to ask them, how did they make that change? Or how did you get your own business? What did you do to go? This is how you start changing, by asking questions. You start changing by following through. Once you know what you want to do, then you got to go follow through. You can change your life. I'm telling you. Let me tell you the 8 reasons how you can change your life. Number 1, eliminate self-doubt so you can change your life. Okay. Number 2, conquer your fear of failure so you can change your life. Number 3, model someone who inspires you so you can change your life. Number 4, change your patterns so you can change your life. The answer to how do I change is always to look within yourself. You have the answers. Number 5, write it down. If you write down on paper what it is you want to do to change something in your life, you have to follow through. You have to get ready for massive action. You have to write it down, say, okay, I want to change a fear in my life. How do I do that? So you can look on the internet. There's a whole bunch of ways to change, to not let fear stop you from doing stuff. You can ask Marlene, you can ask me, you can ask Tracy Lee. I mean, we've all conquered it, and we all are successful. You know, and the best way that I do it is I tell myself, look here, yes, I might be feeling afraid. See, you got to own it. Afraid today, but that's okay, because see, today I know I can conquer fear. Today I know who I am. I'm a precious child of God. Okay? Today I know God don't make no junk. And my main thing I say is God is bigger than you fear. So go sit your butt down, get my pencil and paper. Number 1, do. Number 2, do. And then I follow through. Okay? Baby, please. I like coins. I'm not finna miss a coin because of you fear. Okay? You've already made me miss a lot of stuff in my life. Fear. Not today. You go sit down and you're not going to be in control of GO. Okay? Today, I'm in control of myself. Because today I know who I am. You got to have stuff that you believe in. You have to, oh man, this is just, for me, I'm going to keep practicing how to change. Every day I'm changing. Every day I want to be better. Okay, so let me go back to, I believe I was at change your patterns. Write it down. Okay, and then commit to massive action. You have to take the first step, and then you practice. You practice change in your life. If you want something changed, you're the person that's going to have to do it. No one else can do it for you. You're the only person that can change your life. And the best way to do it is take that first step and say, I want to change. This is what I want to do. Get a pencil and paper and write it all down. And then go look for the way for people to help you change. All right? So let me go back to the chat and see what the deal is here. I know Lisa came in, boss lady Denise. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Quantum 3. Thank you. Robert Gant, thank you so much for being here. Robert Geddison, thank you all for coming through. Please hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button and share it out. Okay. Let's see. Robert is saying, yes, we have to be positive in all things we put in our mind. Yes, we do. 365 intentional is saying this was great. Thank you so much, Tracy Lee. I'm always trying to share a part of me or something about me and how I made it, so everybody can know that you can make a change if you want to. See, it's got to come from you. Nobody can change for you. You have to do it. Eunice is saying, faith without works is dead. I had to realize that I have to give or do something for God to bless it. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, Eunice. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes I can sit here and tell you guys everything that I've been through. But until you're ready to receive it and then think about it, you'll think about it, but what will you do about it? Sometimes we're not ready. But when we get ready, I'm going to tell you something. This is why you're in this chat, because when you get ready, then you're going to think about the things that Gio said. Okay? Because every time I might go to Tracy Lee, I might go to Marlene and Les Brown's live, or whoever, Tony Robbins, all of these great speakers, and I may hear something. I'm like, yeah, that part. But I didn't receive. I received it, but not in a way that it's going to make me get up and do something right then and there. Sometimes it just takes time to get ready to change your life. You understand what I'm saying? But I think I need to rephrase that. It's like, if you're not ready to do it, you ain't going to do it. But when you do get ready to do it, you're going to remember all of this knowledge. And you're going to say, what was she talking about? Let me go back to that live. I've done that so many times. It's like one day I might wake up and a light bulb go out. And I'm like, oh, so that's what she was talking about. Or that's what he was talking about. That's why I say, change don't happen overnight. It happens one day at a time. Okay? But I have faith that I can change. I have faith that once I do something like Eunice said, God is going to bless it. But if I never do nothing, ain't nothing gonna change. I'm gonna stay the same way all the time, wondering why I can't have what I see other people have. Why is it? Because you got fear up in your mind telling you you can't do it. First, you have to conquer that. Once you conquer your fears, you can do anything you want. Okay? So that is the end of my topic. How to change your life, or do you know how to change your life? So I am going to go back to the chat here and see. Okay, Robert says, thank you all for coming through. Yes, hit that like button. Thank you so much, Robert. Um, Robert Gadd. All right, and then we have Boss Lady is still in here. Boss Lady is saying yes. Robert Gadd, yes. Quantum, we have to be positive in all things we put our minds to. Okay, Lisa is saying, thank you so much for this inspiration and motivation. Thank you at home with Lisa. Lisa, thank you so much for being here. Okay, Quantum 3 is saying, thank you for those nice words. Thank you for being here, Quantum 3. Melda 242, I'm so glad that I was here to get this today. Thank you so much, Melda, for coming. Rob again, we are here on Thursdays at 11:30 each week. Yes, we are. Okay. Angela is sending love. Quantum, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. That is from Angela. Marlene is saying, great topic. Okay, Robert again. Marlene at 10:30 on Thursdays. After that, stay tuned for Boss Life at 11:30 on Thursdays. Yes. And one other announcement while I have you guys here is a great announcement. It's we're having a show, and it's going to be called a live show, therapy sessions, how I made it through. How I made it, how I got confidence in myself, how I made it through grief, how I made it through sadness, how I know I am good enough. How did that happen for? How did we make changes? Okay, so we're going to be doing a whole array of topics. It's going to be Marlene motivates. I am Tracy Lee and myself. The first one is going to be at Marlene Motivate, July the 9th. Please write it down at 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern at Marlene Motivates. We don't know what the topic is, but we're supposed to come up with our own topics. And Marlene and I and Tracy, we just gonna come in there. We ain't gonna have time to research and nothing. We gonna give you the raw us. Okay? We're gonna tell you how we made it through so that you guys can know that you can do it too. Okay? So, okay, Lisa B, yeah, you can always go and look at the replay for Marlene's, because Marlene's was really on fire today. She talked about I am good enough. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. It is called therapy sessions, and that is what we're going to do. So I want you guys to write that date down, July the 9th at 4 p.m. Eastern. Will be at Marlene Motivates. That's the first one. Okay. Then we're going to do these once a month, because these things are so deep, you know, that even us, even though we've been through it and we got through it, you know, we would rather just do them once a month, because we're going to really tell you guys how we got through, what it took, and all of this stuff, so that you guys have a pattern to follow, and you can change your life too. Okay, July the 9th, the first one, 4 p.m. Eastern, and Marlene Motivates. All right. And from there, I believe that we'll be going to Tracy Lee's in August. And then in September, it'll be at Boss Life Online. And then we'll just continue it. Okay. So that is what we're going to be doing. Therapy sessions, how I made it through sadness, through anger, through this, through whatever, the topic is, because most people don't know how to make it through. They don't even know. Like me, I didn't know I could change my life. I didn't even know it was a better way. I didn't know. I was just that dysfunctional. I didn't know. I'm not saying I just didn't know. I didn't know. Okay, but today I know. Okay. All right then. Today I know how to fight for my life. Okay, every single day. All right. So that is what we want to tell you guys and give you the tools uh to do the same thing, because some of you guys may not be able, and and everything that we talk about is going to be about ourselves. So it is maybe everything is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we're not trying to tell you what to do. Even on my lives, I hope that I don't come across telling you what to do. I'm just sharing you. We'll just be sharing how we did it, and give you. You can try, or you can find some other kind of way to do it. Okay, because everything is not for everybody. All right. So with that said, guys, thank you so much, Marlene, for coming out. It's raw and unfiltered, right? Okay. No, you don't come across like that. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Tracy Lee. Thank you, everybody in here, for coming. Everybody have a 4th of July. I mean, I say, wait, Robert is saying this. I'm getting too ahead of myself here. Robert again said, have a great and safe 4th of July. Right. Happy 4th to everybody in here. Mouse Lady, I needed to hear this today. I know that's right. Me too. Whatever I'm telling y'all, I'm telling myself. I'm practicing how to be the best person I can be. I always tell myself, Gio, you could have done that better. What made you not do? And I'm always coming up with cause this and that. So I learn from all of my mistakes so that I can be a better person. Okay, Marlene said, thank you and have a great day and weekend. You too, Marlene. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Boss Lady. Thank you so much, Elisa B. Robert Gant, thank you so much for coming out. 365 Intentional. Angela Critters, my main girl, she was in here today. Thank you so much. Quantum 3, thank you so much for visiting. Boss Lady Denise, thank you so much for visiting at home with Lisa. Lisa, thank you so much. Lisa B, thank you. Melda 242, thank you so much for coming out. And Nightbot for putting up all of my businesses and things that I want people to know. Okay, with that said, Charlene was in here. 365 Intentional. All of you guys, y'all are a big part of my life. So thank you guys for coming out, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye-bye, everybody.